Hello students, this class is for class 12 and the chapter is On the Face of It. This is chapter number 6 from Vistas by Susan Hill. Okay, so I would rather not use the word chapter here. Actually it is a drama. Okay, it is in a form of a drama, and the storyline or the plot of the drama is about a teenage boy whose name is Derry, who was burned, who has a burned face, and Mr. Lamb, who is a disabled old man with an artificial leg made of tin. Okay, made of metal, tin. Derry accidentally enters his garden so that he can hide himself from people who hate him because of his ugly face. So Derry, since he is having a burnt face, and so far as you know, the regarding the plot or regarding the story of this drama, that Derry is a teenage boy. He is about 13 to 14 years of age, and because of acid, he has his one side of his face burnt. So far your participation is concerned in this class, you have already noted that this teenage boy Derry, he is going to face a lot of social stigma and stereotypes. Now why? Because people often try to, or at least pretend to, sympathize with these kind of people who are having a burnt face or a kind of disability. So people come to think that what will happen to this kind of person, what will happen to this child, no one will give him work, no one, everyone fears his burnt face. Okay, and try to show him a sympathetic, empathetic, condolence kind of attitude towards that child. Okay, now because of his ugly face, he knows this boy Derry. Think about it, just a teenage boy, and this boy Derry, he is feeling that everyone, literally everyone in this society hates him. So whenever he meets with a person, the preconception that he has with him is that this person with whom I am talking is probably having a sympathetic kind of attitude towards me, and this person probably hates me because of my ugly look. A burnt face means an ugly look. Now, this in this chapter, I will not just go through the chapter of the text or the text, okay, and give you the meanings or explain you the meanings, but rather, this chapter is very significant in a context or for our country where we still we still persist on practicing this kind of social stigma. Just think about a girl who has, by some accident, has got a burnt face. Now, the very first thing that the family members and the society and all the other people surrounding that girl will think that how this girl will get married. No one is going to marry this girl. So they continue to perceive, they continue to feel a hell lot of condolence, a hell lot of sympathy towards this girl. At least they pretend to show a lot of uh, sympathy towards that girl. Now just think about it, that whenever that girl meets with anyone in this society, maybe someone who is in the age of her uncle, maybe someone from the relatives, an aunt probably, okay, even her father, even her mother, they all just concentrate on a particular thought, that how this girl will get married, isn't it, and what kind of life she will lead. So, was it her fault to have a burnt face? No, but still, she has to overcome all these kind of stigmas, all these kind of stereotypes in our country to go on with her life. You probably know a movie by Deepika Padukone. Okay, I just cannot recall the name of the movie. Okay, probably it's Chapak. Is the name of the movie is Chapak? Okay, you may watch that movie. That what kind of stigma that girl characterized in that movie she is facing towards this society. I should recommend you to watch that movie. Now, life is not a movie. Okay, life is totally different, and people having such kind of disabilities like a burned face or a polio stricken leg or a hand which is by birth a deformed hand, or a body structure which is deformed by birth from the birth. So these all these kind of people, they face a hell lot of social problems lying in front of them. The path of their life is not smooth. It is full of thorns. It is full of uh, hurting people. It's full of people hatred of the society. Okay, and pretensions. People pretend that maybe I am pretending towards someone. Okay, people pretend towards that kind of person that he is showing some condolence or he is showing some kind of sympathy. Now, Derry accidentally enters. Now, in this chapter, Derry, who accidentally this enters into a garden which belongs to Mr. Lamb, and so that he can hide himself from people who hate him because of his ugly face. Now, this child, he was looking for seclusion. Seclusion means isolation. Okay, he was looking for a place where he can give time, he can pass on his quality time with himself, not with other people. Mr. Lamb not only welcomes him. Now, what Mr. Lamb behaves, how Mr. Lamb behaves, he not only welcomes him in the garden, but also encourages him to lead a normal life, leaving behind his past. So, Mr. Lamb, who is the owner of that garden where Derry accidentally entered, that Mr. Lamb, what he did, he he had a conversation with this particular child Derry, and within that conversation, through that conversation, what he did is he miraculously changed Derry's life, Derry's attitude towards life, and Derry's attitude towards the society. Okay, though the drama, this play actually ends in a very, very, very tragic note. Mr. Lamb will die in the end, but this Mr. Lamb, he changes Derry's attitude towards life, he changes Derry's perspective of life, that what he is going to face in future, how he is going to face everything in the future. He gives him a very casual touch towards life. The entire burden, that entire load that Derry was carrying inside his heart, that load of sorrow, that load of sadness, that load of hatred towards this society, is taken over by Mr. Lamb. And what he does is he gives Derry a new perspective, a new attitude, a new dimension of life, through which Derry will lead a proper, a normal life, leaving behind his past. He encourages him to face all the difficulties, all the problems that is lying ahead of him. So, I am moving on to the summary of this particular chapter, that is the play. The story begins with a teenage boy entering a garden, and his face is burnt on one side due to an accident when acid fell on half of his face. So you already know that Derry is having a half burnt face. He has gone there to hide himself as he is afraid of facing people. He fears being teased by others for having such a face. So this Derry, he always fears other people. He fears that maybe other people will ask him about his burned face. And just think about it. whomever he meets, whoever he meets in his life, everyone is very curious about his burnt face. So, how that person will feel? This person, particularly this suffering child, he is bound to isolate himself from the normal society. He will not be able to lead a normal life. So he thinks that people will tease him. So he, in order to find some seclusion, in order to find some isolation, in order to find some loneliness for being alone, he moves on and he enters accidentally into the garden of Mr. Lamb. But when he enters, he finds someone already present there. Now, he suddenly discovers that someone is already present inside that garden. He tries to leave the place, but he is stopped by the old man. So he tries that, as you know, that in the beginning of the drama, you will find this kind of text that I will go now, okay, or I need to leave now. Okay, so this kind of words Derry will use, okay, and he will try to leave that particular place. But this Mr. Lamb, who is an old man, he is trying to keep Derry and to normalize Derry's life. Derry feels guilty for entering the garden without permission. So, Derry feels that he entered into the garden without anyone's permission. Actually, what he did is he jumped over the wall of the garden, over the boundary of the garden, and that's why he feels very guilty. And he thinks that probably the owner of the garden will thinks about him is that Derry is a thief. Okay, and he has arrived into the garden to steal something. That's what Derry thought. But Mr. Lamb, he insists him, he literally forces him with the magic of his words to stay there. That you stay, it's no problem. You have entered into a garden and everyone enters into my garden, and it is always welcome for everyone to be in my garden. And little children often steal apples from that garden, but you are not so little, so I don't think that you are here to steal apple. Okay, though Derry was continuously insisting that he was not there to steal apple, or he is not there to take something from Mr. Lamb, or from that garden, but however Mr. Lamb insisted him to stay there in the garden.